there seems to be no end to the woes of the flood-hit victims in Odisha. Even as the victims are struggling with the floodwaters, the government seems to have done precious little for them. Here's a report.
Floods continue to create havoc in Odisha. Look at this village in Keonjhar district of Odisha. Fresh rains in the district have added to the woes of these people. The Baitarani river in the district is flowing 2.68 meters above its danger level of 38.36 meters. This is causing more fear to the affected people. The people in over 20 villages have been suffering due to flash floods in the district. Not just Keonjhar, various other districts have also been highly affected by the floodwaters. 38 people killed in the floods so far. More than 29 lakh people affected. With the floodwaters affecting more and more villages, the death toll has risen in the state. Look at the plight of these people. The water level has almost reached their waists. While some are walking in the floodwaters carrying their things on their heads, others are seen using rubber tubes to travel from one place to the other. Most of the houses are completely submerged in the floodwaters. The state government claims to have provided relief material to the flood-affected victims at various places.
We have provided free kitchens to nearly 22,000 people and supplied dry food. Medicines and drinking water have also been provided.
But the angry victims blamed the government for doing precious little to help them out.
The administration is lying. We are not getting any relief items. We are getting neither dry food nor cooked food. Our people are marooned and crying for relief, but nobody is coming to us. What is the administration doing? During the elections, all the political leaders came and asked for votes, but now nobody is showing their face during the crisis.
Yes, this is what the helpless victims said. Even the current scenario seems to be proving their words right. Hundreds of victims are still homeless and are surrounded by the floodwaters. So will the Naveen Patnaik government be able to save these people? A News9 report.
Well, the usually calm Ramnagar witnessed protests after a person barged into a temple and destroyed its properties. Here's a complete report.
The Akeshwara temple priest was in for a shock when he opened the temple doors today. A person had barged into the temple and was trying to open the main door of the temple.
ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ ಬಾಗಿಲು ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಬಾಗಿಲು ತೆಗಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬೀಗ ಹಂಗೆ ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಬೀಗ ಹಾಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಬೀಗ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಂಡಿಕೇಶ್ವರನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಎಳಿತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಎಳಿತಿದ್ದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಬೈದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂಥರ ಲೂಸಾಗಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಬೈದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಳ್ತನ ಏನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂರ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಗೋಪುರ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟವನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ವಾದ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ವಾದ್ಯದ್ದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಗಳು ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಂತೆ
ಏನೇನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಚ್ಚಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೈತಾ ಇದ್ದ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಟನ್ ಪೀಸ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಎಸ್ತಿ ಅವನೇ ಪೇಪರ್ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಈಚೆ ಎಸ್ತ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ನಾವೇ ಎತ್ತಿಸ್ತೋ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ತಿಸ್ತೋ.
The residents of Ramnagar protested inside the temple premises. They nabbed the culprit, beat him up and handed him over to the police.
ಈ ಘಟನೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ತನಕ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಪೂಜಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವಳ ಮಗಳು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಆರೋಪಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇತ್ತು. ಆವಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಈಗ ಅವರು ರೆಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ಟಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಈಗ ಕೇಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವು ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳು ಇದು ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದು ಸಮರ್ಪಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದು ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
The Hindu organizations in Ramnagar have called for a city-wide ban tomorrow. Prashant for News9, Ramnagar.
Well, it was a horrifying Sunday morning for the residents near an airport in Tehran. They were jolted by a plane crash in their neighborhood.
Iranian passenger plane crashes in Tehran. An Iran 140 flight crashed into a residential area near the Mehrabad airport. The plane was carrying 40 passengers, including 7 children and 8 crew members. It was on its way to Tabas. All 48 people on board killed. The incident took place at around 9 a.m. Tehran time. The plane crashed a few minutes after takeoff as its engine reportedly stopped functioning. One of the residents in the area witnessed the entire incident.
یه دفعه دیدم هواپیما پشتم صدای قررش میاد. احساس کردم دیدم یه چیزی رو سر من داره فرود میاد به این حالت. واسطاد به محض که واسطادم خوردم زمین انقدر این پایین بود. قشنگ همین چیز دیدم بالش یه وری بود که به محض که اومد رفت تو این دیوار. رفت تو دیوار و انفجار پشت سر هم. یعنی خیلی نزدیک. شاید بگم بالا 20 متر بالا سر من بود. دیگه آخرین لحظهش بود که داشت سقوط می‌کرد. هیچ دود چیزی هم نمی‌کرد. مثلا سالم. رفت اینجا که من با موتور خوردم زمین. یه پرایدم با من بود، یه خانم پیرمردی بودن. اونم شیش میشه ماشینش مقدار.
Soon after the plane crashed, emergency workers rushed to the spot. The entire area was immediately cordoned off. Even as the workers were struggling to clear the debris, hundreds of bystanders gathered at the spot. The Iran 140, operated by Sepahan Air, is made in Iran. They are small 52-seater planes with Ukrainian technology and are used to carry passengers over short distances. Of late, complaints of poor maintenance has surfaced against these aircraft. Question marks have risen over the spare parts being used in these planes. It is also believed that most of these planes were bought before the country's Islamic Revolution in 1979. This is not the first time poor maintenance has been blamed for a plane crash in the country. More than 200 plane crashes have taken place in the past for similar reasons, killing thousands of people. Despite such repeated accidents, the Iranian government has done precious little to avert them. A News9 report.
Well, another scare over the deadly Ebola virus surfaced in the country. This time it was in Chennai. Here's a report.
After the Delhi patient tested negative for the Ebola virus, another scare surfaced in Chennai. A 25-year-old man who landed in Chennai on Saturday night from Guinea was taken to Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital for a checkup. He was closely monitored. His blood test, though, declared him normal and he showed no signs of the virus. The man arrived in Chennai on Saturday night from Guinea. He had approached the health facility at the airport asking to be tested for the virus. We conducted a blood test and sent it to Pune's National Institute of Virology. The results were negative and he was discharged in the afternoon. The patient has now been discharged from the hospital. Yesterday, WHO had alerted the Union Ministry about a man who landed in Delhi with a confirmed case of Ebola. Several tests were conducted on him, but they were all negative. Nigeria declares state of emergency. Nigeria has become the third country to declare a national state of emergency after 2 people affected by Ebola died. WHO has warned countries to be on high alert as the virus is spreading rapidly. The outbreak is moving faster than we can control it. Until now, the virus has spread through Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, and Nigeria and has infected over 1,779 people. A News9 report.
Now, Raksha Bandhan was celebrated across the country today. From 7 Race Course Road to the borders, everyone celebrated the brother-sister bond. But there were a few who used the festival to put across a strong message to the central government.
PM Modi celebrates Raksha Bandhan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence was swarming with school students and women from all walks of life today. This crowd gathered to tie Rakis on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's wrist. School students were eagerly waiting for their turn to tie a Rakhi to the Prime Minister. Modi was seen smiling and interacting with students. There were also widows from Varanasi and Nepal who came all the way to the capital to celebrate Raksha Bandhan with the Prime Minister. Apart from these ladies, Sadhvi Ritambara, the chairperson of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad Women Wing, also celebrated the day with the Prime Minister.
On the auspicious occasion of Raksha Bandhan, I extend my warm wishes to the people of the country.
It wasn't just the Prime Minister. The President too opened his doors to little girls and women. Pranab Mukherjee greeted the nation on this auspicious occasion.
The festival of Rakhi spreads harmony and celebrates brotherhood. Rakhi is the sacred thread of protection embellished with the affection of a sister for her brother. It symbolizes the inseparable bond of love between brothers and sisters. This gesture is not a mere ritual, but a powerful act that obligates everyone to ensure the safety and security of women. May this festival be an occasion for rededication to the well-being of women, particularly the girl child.
Home Minister Rajnath Singh also celebrated the day at his residence. The Union Minister had several kids coming in to tie a Rakhi on his wrist. Veteran BJP leader L.K. Advani was also seen interacting with little girls at his residence as they came together from different schools to tie Rakhis to him. Bonding at the border. The spirit of Raksha Bandhan also touched the borders as the men who protect us took some time off their duties to meet and greet their sisters. Indian Border Security Force and the border guarding Bangladesh Force celebrated Raksha Bandhan at the Indo-Bangladesh border under South Dinajpur district of West Bengal today. Celebrations were seen at the Wagah border as well. Girls wearing traditional Punjabi dresses were seen tying Rakhis to the soldiers at the border. Jail inmates get sisters' love. When the whole nation was celebrating the festival with their dear ones, an NGO decided to show their sisterly love to jail inmates in Rajkot. Women dressed in white reached a jail in Rajkot to tie Rakhis to the jail inmates to celebrate the sister-brother bond. Congress slams BJP on Raksha Bandhan. And Congress did not lose out on the opportunity to slam the BJP even on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. The Congress workers in Bhopal celebrated the day with a twist. The party workers sent out a message to the government by protesting against inflation. The party workers tied Rakhis made of onions and tomatoes to show their anger over the price rise. All in all, Raksha Bandhan was celebrated with great fervour across the country and all differences were put aside to revel in the brother-sister bond. A News9 report.